Gentlemen, behold! Corn!
Oh, well, hey. This is pretty nice. Yeah, and I am kind of hungry.
Good! Then let the mating begin!
That looks infected, man. Have you ever heard the saying, comedy is subjective? I haven't even started this video, and I'm already sounding pretentious as fuck! I feel like we don't see a lot of humor-based games as much as spooky thing goes POP! People tend to have different taste of what makes them laugh. Either being a well-crafted and perfectly timed joke, or seeing a mascot hit someone in the dick. That's why comedy is a fairly difficult thing to pull off successfully, because someone may find something to be humorous, but not everyone will. I mean, some people think I'm funny, and some people think I'm a nasally condor who should stop doing this before he makes a further fool of himself. And all I gotta say about that is, Maize is a game about corn people. Created by Finish Line Games in late 2016, the game has been described as a absurdist comedy on the same lines as Monty Python, and I love me some Monty Python, so let's not waste time and dive right in. The story has us exploring an abandoned farmhouse on top of an abandoned underground facility inhabited by sentient corn, who have the intelligence of...
An empty bus pulls up to a stop and 10 people get on. At the next stop, 5 people get off, and twice as many people get on as at the first stop. At the third stop, 25 get off. So, which one of us is named Jim? Am I Jim? I thought he was Jim.
Sentient corn, and you must assist them in their escape. That's right, these guys are not the antagonists. Somewhat. Most of the story is given through scattered notes left around that fills you in on what's happening. Cause you think these guys are gonna explain it to you?
We're supposed to send you a message. That's right. Yes, it's very important. What was it again?
Oh, this is gonna end in tragedy. I just know it. Anyway, let's talk about the presentation. It's the Unreal Engine. What else do you want me to say? How about Screamberdoof? The characters themselves look great. Very cartoonish expressions in both the facial and body movements, giving all these guys a lot of charm and personality. I mean, just look at this robot bear! He'd be so grumpy! And don't forget this dude's award-winning smile! But besides that, it's the Unreal Engine. It's known for making gorgeous graphics, so nothing really to add except Screamberdoof! So let's just move on to... nailing these transitions. The game is in a first-person perspective, where you can move about, crouch, pick up certain objects, read up on certain objects, sprinting cause your ass be slow, and then there's the Q button. It does nothing. The best way to describe this game is that you find a thing, rub it on another thing to get a different thing, and just keep doing that until you progress. The game is also easier than most adventure games, as it lacks the usual "what the f do I do here?" difficulty thanks to the hints in the item descriptions. Plus, you'll never be too lost on where to go thanks to these convenient orange boxes blocking places that you just don't need to go to. Wait a minute. Now, people might say this makes the game too easy, but I just gotta say, have you played a Sierra game before? Hell hath no mercy. But that's enough talking about the gameplay. Let's talk about the real meat and potatoes. Let's talk about how the game is funny. How can I describe the humor in this game?
All of this is very stupid.
And I goddamn love it. Even before I knew it was based on Monty Python, I could tell this game's humor was very, very British. Let's start off with the characters. First there's the corn, who, if you haven't noticed by now, have the tendency of being very...
If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound?
Interesting conundrum. What kind of tree?
Fir.
Can it talk?
Yes, but only after lunchtime.
what you expect. They have quote-unquote deep conversations with each other, usually ending in the idea of naps,
What do we do now?
Something productive.
Another nap?
Yes!
and when you slaughtered a good chunk of their people, all they do is just boo you. Guys, I just murdered your own kind, and all I get out of that is a, dude, dick move. It's always a treat to see them around. Just to hear what they have to say about stuff, it's always a good time. There's also two variations of the corn people, like this white corn monster. He kind of serves as the main antagonist of the game. His shtick is that he seems threatening, but he's not. He's entertaining enough, but not as funny as the others. Then there's the Ruby Queen Corn. Anyway, let's just talk about, in my personal opinion, some of the funnier characters in this game. None of which are actually corn people. First there's Bob and Ted, the co-workers of this facility. You don't ever see these two, but they've left a lot of sticky notes to each other. So many sticky notes. All of them help show off their relationship and who they are as people. Bob here tends to spend the research money on stuff that will help spruce up the place in order to make it a good tourist attraction at a military base. And Ted will always have the same reaction of, "Oh my fucking god." Allow me to read some of their conversations. Hiya, Ted. The latest brochures came back from the press. Take a look. Think this will boost the tour? And you'll be happy to know that the most sensitive bits have been redacted. Safety first, Bob. Bob, first, you're an idiot. That brochure is incredibly stupid. Second, for the last time, no tours. Cordially, Ted. Third, if you're going to make this stupid brochure, at least add my name to it. We're co-research heads, remember? As in, same title, jerk. Cordially, Ted. Hiya, Ted. Notice you took down the painting in the lobby. Thanks. It had a little blemish on it. No sweat, though. Here's another one. Be a pal and put it up, will you, please? Bob. Bob, I am not putting up another one of your paintings, you self-indulgent louse. For God's sakes, how many did you order? Cordially, Ted. And why is my face on that stupid horse? Cordially, Ted. Bob, I've made this map so our staff can restart the bargain bin basement reactor you ordered without blowing us all up to Kingdom Come. Do me a favor and don't come anywhere near it, moron. Cordially, Ted. Ted! I solved your maze! Took me a while, but I got it in the end. Bob, are you that stupid? Did you get your doctorate out of a cereal box? Cordially, Ted. You know, if anyone needs some voice actors, I'm available. Need me to play Bush? I can do that. The back and forth between these two is always fun to read, and just goes to show you can make two interesting characters via sticky notes. Also, is it just me, or does Bob remind you of someone? Oh my god. Let's talk about the robot bear. Yeah, the robot bear. Please, let's talk about the robot bear. This is Vladdy, a knockoff bear from the Soviet Union. And he's a grump. He also has the ability to teleport behind you. How did you do that? This little guy follows you around throughout most of the game, and he likes to speak his mind about the current situation.
What So boy, you're a big idiot. How you survive by being stupid? Oh, this garbage worth bloody suffering. You already know the answer. No, because it's garbage. Everything here was made to make Vladdy suffer. And you, worst of all.
Oh, he funny. But not as funny as one of the best characters in the game, bar none. A character of baffling stupidity beyond anyone we've seen so far. That character is none other than you! Or to be precise, the character you control. The player doesn't speak at all throughout the journey, noted by your joy-deficient friend over here.
Why you never say anything, idiot?
But thanks to those helpful hints mentioned before, we are able to take a glimpse to know what this guy's intelligence quotient is. This is by far my favorite part of the game. Each item we pick up is a treat, as they all have these short humorous descriptions that make me crack a smile and anticipate the next item. This, along with several other things, help culminate in one of the most interesting and, in my opinion, memorable endings I have seen thus far, and well, there's gonna be some pretty heavy spoilers coming up. If you wish to discover it on your own, I suggest going to This Time. Are you freaking with me right now? This time in the video. With that being said, we're going to start in 5, 4. You're a scarecrow. I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense. You literally hold nuclear material in your hand, so seems legit. And also you seem very unfazed by this realization. Isn't that nice? This also leads to the final climax of the game. We finish all the tasks needed for the corn to leave this place. But not before some of them make a little whoopsie doodle and call the military, and now they're coming to bomb the place. Whoops. Which now leaves us with the ultimate question. How are we gonna get out of this one?
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
That's right, baby. We're going full footloose on this bitch. This is amazing. We play a DDR minigame set to 80s music to lead a bunch of drones to be destroyed via Tesla coil. Just name a better ending. I dare you. And the song, man, the song is so freaking catchy. The song itself is called Top Secret. You should look it up when you get a chance. It's filled with 80s nostalgia that I have never felt. Because I've never been born in the 80s. Anyway, we have become successful in our mission, and...
You all must die!
Wait, hold on a second. Successful in our mission. Now we can send those wacky corn people into space.
Did you close the fuel hatch?
I thought you did.
I was having a nap.
So was I. Me too. They're just so lovely.
You are all such idiots.
Knew it! Also, welcome back to the people who left for the spoiler portion of the video. I gotta say, when Optimus Prime showed up, that was just freaking weird, dudes. But I've been talking a lot of praise of this game. Is there anything I didn't like about it? Yeah, the game does not suffer from telling you what you have to do or where you need to go, but it does suffer from where the hell is the thing? Many moments in this game, I was just stomping around trying to find the single thing that can help me progress. And it happens multiple times. That just gets monotonous. Also, apparently there was frame rate issues. I might have experienced some, but I didn't really notice. But do you want to know what I did notice? That goddamn bottom bar doesn't close all the way during cutscenes. Look at it! Look at it! My eyes are just glued to it. It's so tiny, and it could be so fixed you could just... But all those issues couldn't ruin my experience, cause all in all, I highly recommend this game. This game oozes with charm and wit. Like, I played this game throughout with a big old smile plastered on my face. The characters are a joy, the written descriptions are the stuff of legends, and it was just all in all a fun ride. The game is only about 3 or 4 hours, assuming... What the fuck is the thing? But for a game that costs $20 on Steam, I'd say it's worth your time for a good laugh or two. Or 7. Or 25. Even though Finish Line Games is a fairly new studio, I feel like they came out swinging with this game. And hopefully I can get around to their next game titled Scully, which is coming out this year, and by everything that I see, it looks a lot of fun, so hopefully I can give it a try. Well, that's the end of this video. You can subscribe, comment, clean your room, dance like a monkey, do what you want. I'm not your grandpa, and I'll see you on the next video, which will be on something else. Until then, you guys take care. I couldn't think of a good ending to end this. Wait, no, never mind!
Gentlemen, I bring you more corn!